It's the season of Christmas, and I was just thinking about my Christmas experience while growing up as a kid. Christmas would always be my best season for this one reason. I remember on Christmas morning, the six of us, six siblings, will all come out getting ready to receive new items. I'm talking about Christmas, new Christmas pants, Christmas shoes, Christmas clothes, Christmas glasses, Christmas wristwatches, and everything. And it was exciting. Now, my parents were not rich like that, but my mom would do all she could to buy us things. Even though looking backward, I realized some of those things were cheap. They were just regular, but it was exciting for us to have new things, and it helped us to look forward to Christmas. And apart from that, we'll go around the neighborhood. Uncles and aunties, they knew it. If we come to your house, we'll say, "Uncle, come and do me Christmas." They would have changed their money to little change, and they'll give us, even if it's 1 naira, 2 naira. We'll be so excited, gathering from this uncle 1 naira, 2 naira, like that. At the end of the day, I'm sure my mom, remember my mom would call us, how much they give you, we'll gather the money. All of us were excited, we'll see who gathered the most. And it was exciting. We'll go to the neighbors' houses, somebody's killing chicken, they'll give us chicken and all that kind of stuff. And it used to be very interesting. And so today, we want to share with you some ideas that can help you create that same kind of magic or even more for your family. You see, Christmas, your Christmas will not just come and go. Even if you don't have the money, you can still apply these ideas and still make this Christmas season the best. And not only that, to help you create that bond.
You know, life can really be full of hustle and bustle. You're about different things. You go to work, come back. In fact, there are some people that still work on Christmas Day and even New Year's Day and all that. So, but with intentionality, you can still make your Christmas time memorable. And that's why we're doing this video, so that you can just apply that same intentionality to your families. Things you can do to make this Christmas season memorable for you and your family.
If you've not subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for?
Exactly.
The funny thing, it doesn't cost anything for those that have subscribed. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you.
And so the first thing that we are going to be talking about is giving of presents to your family members. My pastor actually modeled this tradition because I really didn't have any in quote Christmas tradition from where I was coming from and all that. So when I got connected to my pastor, I just noticed the first Christmas he told me that everybody is getting gifts for everyone, and because we just lived like 3 blocks apart, and so I was like, everybody getting gifts for everyone. I don't know what that means. It felt awkward, but he said for me, just be a part of it. It doesn't have to be something big, it doesn't have to be something out of it. And of course I really didn't have so much, so I just went, I bought things for everyone in the house, that is my pastor's family, and surprisingly everyone bought things for me, and I was so touched. I mean, that day I felt, I remember I cried because it was the first time I was going home with gifts. And it's not like I know what I bought for everyone because I had to work within my budget, but that marked my mind. I was like, imagine if every Christmas. So from that moment, I began to look forward to every Christmas because it's an opportunity for me to give these people gifts and also to get back gifts. And that tradition stayed with me, that when I got married, I just said, you know what, it is going to be continued and all that. And it's so beautiful because you tend to look forward to that Christmas season. Do you know what, that feeling you have when you go to the Christmas tree, you are unwrapping the Christmas gifts, and you're seeing what your mom gave you, your dad gave you, your siblings gave you, or your children, if they are still living with you, gave you. It's beautiful, and it's a tradition that we must. It doesn't have to be something way off, but something good, something that the people you're giving, your family members, will appreciate. So sharing of gifts, buying gifts, go to the market and do these things, and honestly, you will be amazed the kind of connection it will bring to you guys. Because when I was doing that with my pastor, I began to feel like a member of the family, and that's what it does. It just connects you together as a family.
So the second one we want to tradition that I feel that you can do together as a family is giving to another family. Now, the first one was giving to yourselves. Now, this one is looking out for a family that you can bless. Now, we live in times where a lot of people are struggling financially. The economy has not been good for a lot of people, and it will be a good thing for you to surprise a family and bless a family. It could just be, if it's rice that you can't give them, maybe a bag of rice, half bag, quarter, whatever. If it's tubers of yam, if it is groundnut oil, if it's cash gifts, if it's like, okay, no, well, let me help this family change their furniture or something. Now you so-called this is a way of, okay, even if it's cash gifts, Sometimes even 10,000
Very
naira,
long
20,000 naira. It's okay. I want to bless you people this Christmas. Give it to the child or something. You'll be amazed what you would have done for that family. Several years ago, if somebody had done as little as 10,000, 20,000 to us as a family, we would have been so happy, because some Christmas period then, in fact, we didn't have, we were just thinking of who we'll go and spend the Christmas with. That's when you'll be thinking, let me go and visit this person or just spend time with this person, because we didn't have. So imagine somebody had done it to us, it would have gone a long way. So that's one thing you can begin to create as a family tradition. And also doing it, you're teaching your children how to be a blessing to other people. And the beautiful thing is that when you give to others, you would receive, because God will always, and especially if they are poor people. The Bible says when you give to the poor, you are lending to the Lord. And imagine when you lend to the Lord, what God will do for you in return.
And just to just add to what he said, that act of generosity actually attracts the blessings of God. And some people will say, let me just keep this one that I have is for me. But I've learned that the more you spread out, the more you give of yourself, the more blessings that you attract in your life. There are some blessings that I've attracted in my life just by virtue of generosity, and honestly it is very rewarding, as in very fulfilling. So be intentional about it. Another thing you can do this season as a family is to plan a movie day or a movie night. Now, it's not just about you going to your TV and just putting on Netflix and just watch anything. You have to create the moment, just the same way husband and wife. You have to create the moment, that room. If you want to build a romantic you want to a romantic date, you just want to spice things up, the intentionality you put in as a couple is what you have to do for your family. So create the moment. First of all, let it be everyone come together, the kids, so you won't go and be watching movie that you understand, right? So you have to choose a good movie that will just bring everyone in. So one of the things you can do is that let everyone be a part of the choice of movie. Buy or you can bake, whichever one you want to do. Pizza, it doesn't have to just be popcorn, you understand. You can actually do a solid, correct dinner, you understand. Set your table, just create those things. Have this effect. So create the atmosphere, dim the lights, put on that wonderful movie, let everybody watch. Then after the movie, we now talk about it. What were the lessons? There's one movie we love so much that we've watched it like 3 or 4, 5 times safe, Ben. And why? It has the story of Jesus, but it's all about forgiveness. Every single time we play it, there's always something that jumps out to us from that movie. And those are the things, when you begin to talk, everybody begins to talk about the lessons they got from the movie, and those things just keep connecting you guys together. Let's enjoy ourselves, you understand.
And by the way, it doesn't have to be one night or one day. You could decide, for this holiday season, maybe we'll plan 3 different days or 3 different nights, but let it be anticipation. Let everyone in your family know about it. Okay, maybe this Friday night we're doing this, and as you said, make it memorable. Do you get? Make it memorable. In fact, even before the movie, you can decide to just play Christmas music together. People sing along, play Christmas in, sing along them, the movie and the rest, but make it really special for everyone in the family. Then the next one we want to say is that play Christmas games, and those have to be Christmas games, puzzles. Get the family together. For us, it might be the first time as all of us coming together, plus the children, plus our mom, plus our domestic staff and the rest. But bring everybody together and play games. Look for games. Say, what, we're going to play this and everything, and it creates that bond. So make sure you do that. Then what's the last one?
The last one is that at least take a photo shoot, a Christmas themed photo shoot. This is making me laugh, because when people Christmas period now, we ourselves, we've never done the pajamas shoots, but we try as much as possible to take pictures. Like today we took pictures as a family and all of that, and what it does is that it just creates memories. See, there are sometimes you just look back at the pictures you've taken, and it just makes you see how far you've come. When I look at our pictures of 1 year into marriage, 2 years, 3 years, and I look at now, I'm like, man, 2 worlds apart. So be intentional. Just take it. Even if you can't afford to get the Christmas, it doesn't have to be, no pressure. All right, no pressure whatsoever. The whole essence is, even even when we are talking about Christmas tree, you know, there are DIY Christmas trees that you can just put wood together, and we have one that you can. We made one. Our Christmas tree, the one behind me right now, was handmade. He made it, you understand? So you don't have to break the bank. I can tell you, this is when you talk about low budget, but it doesn't look like it, because by the time you are done, nobody knows.
And we made it several years ago.
We made it several. We've been using. In fact, we've been making Christmas trees now for the past 5 years, like 5 years. So you can make it. Those things. What the whole idea is that it just has a way of just creating the moment and the art, just creating, giving you that spice of, oh, I'm in the Christmas.
You know, when she talk about photos, it's so funny that part of what I do is photography, right? But the funny thing is that you hardly see me gingerly that let's take pictures, pictures, and the rest. But now I'm beginning to realize how to be intentional to create the kind of family memories you want to create. You also have to take pictures, because looking at it, that when you look at pictures years later, that's when you are really grateful that you took those pictures.
Yes,
that's some of our wedding pictures we are looking for. We wish that we still have them, because
as a matter of fact, we can't find them. Do you understand? And even our wedding videos.
and do you get? So be intentional about it. Take the pictures. In fact, one of the things while I was preparing this, one of the things that came to my mind is that going forward, we're going to be taking pictures and we're going to date those pictures. So imagine 20 years down the line, we're looking at it. This was Christmas of 2024. This was Christmas of 2025. Christmas like that till God knows when. It will be beautiful. Our children will look at it. We can create a photo book of it, and it's going to be lovely, because you see yourself how you are growing, how you're maturing, and the rest. You see those clothes, you're like, I remember when I saw that clothes, this will be my best clothes, and all this kind of stuff. You see your houses, you say, oh, that's what our living room look like 10 years down the line and everything. So you need all this. You can decide the history you want your children to remember you for. So we're saying this to you, be intentional about it. In fact, one of the things we decide to do is that, you see these things we're sharing, we're going to do it. And probably in one of our future videos, we're going to show pictures and videos of how, when we came together to watch the movie, how we blessed the family, how we did the other things, to let people see that these are the things we too are doing. Quickly, why don't you just talk about some tips to make memories, so that you don't just run away with these things and just become mechanical. Number one, make sure you are present and engaged in all these activities. You can't be watching movies together and each person there with their phones. So one of the things you can decide to do, for example, in that movie night, that everybody, let's drop our phones somewhere. Today it is family time. Be engaged, be present. Don't do the family thing, and that's when the father remembers that, I need to go and fix my car, or the mother remembers, I've not collected my clothes from the tailor. No, be engaged, be present. You know,
another thing is just embrace spontaneity, in the sense that you might not have all these things, all figured out. You might not even maybe have the resources, whatever it is, but just be spontaneous about it. You don't have to be rigid. You don't have to say, oh, it has to be we have to sit down and watch it on a flat screen, it has to be Netflix. It doesn't have to be, you understand? So
then also capture the moments. You see, it's beautiful when you take pictures and you take videos. See, the beautiful thing about our generation is that no one has an excuse again. All of us have cameras on our phones, unlike those days when you have to go buy camcorders and the rest. We all have cameras on our phone. Capture it. Your children will thank you for it. Capture you guys watching the movie. Capture you guys doing things together. Preserve it. The beautiful thing now is that you don't even have to pay for preservation. You store it on YouTube. You keep it on Facebook, on Instagram and the rest. So please do that.
Another thing you can do, and I'm so passionate about this one because it's even already happening, create a sense of anticipation. So I've been going out more often, by buying stuff for the people in the house, my children, him, everyone in the house. And everyone is seeing me going out and I come back with bag, and so they know that, okay, this person is doing something. So what that has done is that it has created a sense of expectation. So you'll do things to create an anticipation, where people are anticipating what is going on, what is going down. This person keeps coming, going, this is happening, you are setting up this light, you are setting up this, you're doing one or two things, all of that creates that anticipation, so that the expectation of, wow, we're going to do something phenomenal this Christmas will be there.
Yeah. So I want to answer this question. Somebody might be wondering, how do these family traditions, how does it strengthen family bonds? How is it going to help? Just the way we say in local balance, who that one help? And the way, so I want to tell you by telling you the story. So I was talking to my domestic staff, our caregiver for our children. While we're talking, and I asked, okay, would you prefer to spend Christmas with your family? So we moved from Lagos to Abuja. So our family is in Lagos. Would you like to, should I get you ticket to go to Lagos? She said something, Go and do what? And I'm like, why? You don't want to spend Christmas with your family? She said, then we'll all be looking at our faces. Now, when she said it, it marks my mind because, you see, when you as a family, when you create that memory, you see, no matter where your family members are, they will all look forward to coming back home, to spending time together. So when she said it, marked my mind, meaning that there was nothing looking forward to. Yes, she loved to see our father, our mother, or our siblings. But you see, that tradition of Christmas was not so strong and compelling enough to say, I want to go back. Now, of course, there's the economic part of it that she wants to go have enough money to take home and rest. So she's not at that place yet. She doesn't want to go yet. But you see, when the family tradition is strong, when people begin to move around the world or scatter, you see, family tradition will bring them back together. That is why I love the people from the East, the Igbos. They always find a way to always travel back home. Why do they want to go back home? Because of the tradition that has been built over the years. Because of the tradition. Yeah, so make sure you build it, because when the time comes, you see your children, you see people only looking forward to coming back because of those traditions.
So one question someone else might be asking is how to adapt to these traditions in their lives, despite the fact that they have a low budget. Like we said, we are talking, we didn't start overnight, okay? It's not like as if we also had it easy. If you check some of our videos, I think one of our videos we talked about navigating financial difficulties. We had our moments, and in those moments the only thing we could do was make sure at least there's chicken to cook on Christmas Day.
And then some Christmas there was no chicken. We went to go and spend the Christmas somewhere else.
Yes, don't just say, oh, because I am financially handicapped, I'm not good, this is not for me. No, this can be for you. All we are just saying is that do something memorable that will connect you all in your family together, that you all will look forward to, because even when things are tough and hard, you can always refer to those moments. And you know, sometimes I go to my children's Instagram page and I'm just going through the picture. I'm like, man, you mean Dietrich looked like this? You mean I've forgotten?
Yeah, so want to wish every one of you a
Merry
memorable Christmas and a wonderful, beautiful New Year.
Yes.
And if you've not subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? What
exactly.
are you waiting for? The funny thing is, it doesn't cost anything. Unlike Instagram, that you see the people you're following and the people that are following you. This one, if you like follow 1 million people, YouTube is not putting it, so it does not cost you anything. It's one way to show us appreciation, and love is also one way to let YouTube show more people, because YouTube feel like, okay, people are interested in this, people are subscribing, so let's show more people. So we'll love you to do this. For those that have subscribed, I want to say thank you very much. God bless you. We've seen some people have been faithful with us. Any of our videos they are watching, want to say thank you. Thank you for the likes, the shares. God bless you.
Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Bye.